I recently did a video on bush tap handles. I did have people asking me about old Milwaukee, so I wanted to make sure that I did a video on these ones that I have. But I did want to give you another quick reminder that I'm lining up a bunch of tap handle videos for the new year. So if there's any beer brands that you're wondering about, if there's any things that you just would like to see if there's out there, even if it's something random, just let me know, leave a comment, or drop me a message, and I'll try and get it queued up. With these tap handles, these are two different versions of the old Milwaukee tap handles. The one over here is a lucite one. This is a wooden one. This is kind of a pub style one. It's a specific variation of them. And I'll start out with this one here. It's a relatively classic design, or at least similar to classic design. So it's cast in lucite. You've got the flat back. If you look at it there, down on the bottom, you do have this colored section that's in the lucite. That is a common style. Also, as I pointed out with the bush one, you have a similar type of design here where you have that reflective section there. If you can tell there, that red is kind of metallic or reflective, and then you've got some kind of gold accents in there too. And then you've got the same thing on the flip side there. This one should have a insert. Yes, it does have an insert there, so you do always want to make sure that it's present whenever I've got anything on the RainTap site for sale or on my Etsy store. I always double check to make sure that you have the proper threading there. If you're buying on the secondary market, like an auction site, or if you're buying on a marketplace market, you do always want to double check and make sure that it's complete there. When it is complete, then it would screw into things like the adapters that I do. So if you bring a 3/8/16 bolt with you, then you can always use that to confirm that it is the right threading if you're buying it from a private seller or something like that. If not, you can also sometimes get adapters, but they can be a little bit hard to find for this style one. So it is worth noting that. And that is a size comparison compared to the hockey puck compared to the bottle opener adapter there. With this other one here, one of the things that's super cool about this one, and it's fairly unusual for this to happen when I'm picking up tap handles, but every once in a while I'll get ones that are essentially dead stock. Ones that are in the original packaging have original elements with them, and that is the case here. So let me see if I can get that in the right direction there. So here we are. Here is your new tap marker. Tap marker is a older term that they used to use. Now it's a lot more common for it to be referred to as a tap handle. And the company looks like it's Tap Marker Specialist Incorporated, and that's Elkhart Lane, Wisconsin. And it's got the details there on how to attach it and some general care. So a lot of the instructions there are going to be fairly common. But let's get this out of the container so you can get a better, or out of the bag so you can get a better look at it. And as I've mentioned in previous videos, with these old pub style ones, they're typically turned by hand, and then you've got other elements on them. So this section up here would be hand turned. Down here would be hand turned. Typically those are separate elements, and then you've got this center section here. With the center section here, how they do the curving here will depend upon the producer. And then we do have the label there. Sorry. And one of the things that's actually super cool about this label is, as you can see, it's kind of a metallic one, and obviously the condition is immaculate since it's been in that bag, but just absolutely beautiful how lovely this looks like when it's so clean and so fresh like that. Just really, really wonderful. And then you do have the ferrule down here Looks like we've got a little bit of aging on the ferrule, and that may have also just been when they were originally putting it on, that they may have gotten some material there that caused that to look a little bit aged. But beautiful tap handle. If you're a fan of old Milwaukee, these are two great ones to be on the lookout for. This is one that I see a lot more. I don't see as many of the wooden ones, and definitely not ones that are in quite this condition.